Welcome, my friends, to glory. It took me 5,440 deaths to get here, but I did it, and I'm here now to show, once and for all, that it can be done. You can do anything that you apply your will to, not your mind, because the mind is at times a feeble thing that can crack and break and wither in your hands, but your will, if your will can be trained and forged in the steel of adversity, then your will is something that will never leave you. And there is only one character to display the ultimate show of my will, my utter determination to beat this final boss and to rid myself of the title of Bashi, and that is the only character that I can choose in a good conscience, and that is Bashi. And so now, everybody, let's go back. Let us encounter, for the last time, the ultimate challenge. Bring it on. Well. If it isn't my old friend, Als Inga Los Nirg. Bring it on. And so it begins. And by the way, those controls were not reversed. Way to start. So it's only not reversed in this area. That is so weird. Okay, really quick. Oh wait, it's the other way. I'm not risking anything here. I'm being very careful. I just gotta get into the position. Not risking anything, not saving until I know. Good. So now I know. It's Bashi time. I've come so far in such a small amount of time. Gosh darn it. My hands are shaking. The anticipation, because it's beginning now. The final battle. The final proof that I am in control of my own destiny. That I am the master of everything that happens to me and everything that will ever be a part of me. And Bashi, I have come here to cut you out of my life forever. Final boss. Begin! Hold on. And there we are. We're locked in. There is no turning back. You either live long enough to see yourself become the Bashi, or you die as an invisible gunslinger. Solgryn, I choose to die. Oh, it begins. Oh God, is this even gonna be possible? Don't say no. We're gonna win this by inches. This will not be a battle of leaps and bounds. This will be a battle of mere inches, because every little victory is achieved by... Oh my god, I can't even get past the beginning. Oh my god, I can't even get past the beginning. Oh my dear god, I can't even get past the beginning. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've already died. Oh my god. What have I done? Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't stop saying that. Oh my god. It's a battle of inches. It's okay. Calm down. You've got so much time. It doesn't matter. The deaths don't matter. It doesn't matter. You just have to beat it. It's okay. It's okay. So hold on. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. It's just a box of oatmeal. That's all it's ever been. Oh, God. Good. Good, 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 good. You're getting past it. You're getting past it. It's just a 7-minute long fight with an oatmeal box. It sounds so sane when you say it like that. Don't worry about hitting him. Stop worrying about hitting him. Just focus on winning. What did I just say? What did I just say, young man? Do this for Guy! Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't. Why am I doing this again? I swore that I would never do this again, and I'm doing it again. The worst damnation. The worst is the kind that we bring upon ourselves. Getting better. We're getting omnommed. It's okay. You're moving past it. The first phase is the worst. Remember, just remember, the first phase has always been the worst. The second phase is bad. The second phase is bad. The third phase is terrible. But the first phase is the worst because you have to do it so many times. It's okay. It's okay. Once you've got it mastered, you've got it mastered. Don't even worry about it. It's all gonna come back to you. You'll be fine, okay? It's alright. Everything's gonna be okay. You've got the support of everybody on your shoulders. You know all those nice people that commented on your video? On those videos that you've done? You know all the people who subscribe to you and know that you can do this? They support you more than you know. It's okay. If there's one thing that you've taught them, and one thing that they will understand, it is that failure, overwhelming failure, is an acceptable thing. As long as you have the will and the resolve to win in the end, that's all that counts. Oh my god. Why? Why did I choose to do this reversed? This is the game right here. I have 11 days to beat this. It is currently the 3rd. I have 11 days to beat this. Correction. I have 11 days to unlearn this. I almost got past the omnoms. It's okay. If you can even just get past phase 1 today, it will be the biggest victory. Nobody's expecting you to beat it in one sitting. It's okay. And if anybody does expect you to beat it, that is only because you've proven yourself time and time again. Why are you trying to shoot him? Why? Oh, God. No music. No words. Oh my God, that nom is so huge! I hate that beam. I've always hated that beam. I've never liked that beam. I've never appreciated that beam being there. It is a disappointment to all of our families. Because it hangs around on the bad side of town where it just lingers forever like a bloated body. You've almost got past it. It's okay. Why is that nom giving me so much trouble? Why is that nomming giving me so much trouble? I don't know. God. Reversed Solgryn. You will deserve all of the accolades that you get for this. Do you understand, Gunslinger? Do you understand what you're doing by beating this? You're doing something that nobody ever thought of. You're doing something insane. Something that needs to be done. Something that needs to be annaled for time. Something that needs to be recorded to show that human will can not only overcome the hardest challenges, but can do it not only twice, but can do it in a whole new way. You've got it. It's okay. It's okay. Die as many times as you like. This is half the game right here. Learning this boss. You've already progressed. You've already got to the noms. It's okay. I'm sorry, guys. I need to pep myself up for this. I'm sorry if this is the common... I'm sorry if this is not the commentary that you expected, but this is something that I need to mentally fortify myself against. I don't have a problem dying to stuff. I just need to know that some of this stuff is possible. I need to feel how to do it. Once I feel how to do it, there it is. Oh my God. Oh my God. What have I done? I might have bitten off more than I can chew. Oh my God. All my confidence is melting away. It is being burned to ashes under the glaring sun that is this oatmeal. My God. But right there, you see? I got past the noms twice in a row. Do you know what this means? Do you know the significance of that? That means that I am slowly but surely learning this pattern. You see? This is what it means. Once I beat it, my body has entered a state where I am hypersensitive to muscle memory, to learning. It has entered a state where once I've beaten it, I will have the confidence, my body will know exactly how to proceed. It's okay. It's just the nerves. Once the nerves are over and done with, you'll find only victory waits. You've come so far. You've done so much. You've got this. Welcome to the jungle. The war begins again. I don't even know if I should continue. I don't even know if I should continue today. Of course I have to! Oh, God. By the way, I reserve no... I am not holding back on researching for this. I have no shame whatsoever studying old videos to see where old patterns lie. Because there's a huge difference between seeing and seeing in reverse. Even if I was to look up the footage, I would have to calculate how the heck I do it in reverse. Oh my... This is such a depressing thing to come back to. I kind of want to stop for today because I got past Missing No, I got past World 11, I got past everything. And now I've hit the wall. My confidence has been shaken to the bone. All that cocky stuff I was telling you before, even then, I knew this was going to be bad, and I was, in a way, I was bluffing myself, going, it won't be that bad. You beat him very quickly after the first time. You beat him in 200 deaths. You got this. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, God. It's okay. We're gonna go through the 5 stages of loss. We're going to go through fear. What are the 5 stages again? It's fear, anger... No, wait. Fear, anger, depression, bargaining, and then acceptance. I think it's that. I can't remember. No. You see, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, like, hop off the circle like that, and that's not happening. I gotta try something else. Seeing that pattern... Oh, God. It's okay. You're like, what, 1/10 of the way done with the boss? It's okay. You've already mastered... Let's count how many things I've already mastered. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, almost, yeah, 4 things. And people complain about freaking... Never. They can never complain to me. No one can ever complain to me again about anything after this. Ever. I get the feeling that I jumped off the platform at one point when I originally did this, but I think it might just be walking. I think it might just be... It's something really simple. Oh, God. Oh, my... I can't tell at this point if I'm so daunted by the... Because I feel no shame in saying that this is scaring me badly. That I'm doing this poorly already. I'm at 94 deaths. 95 deaths. I've almost died 100 times already. This is gonna be worse than the first time. This is gonna be way... I will be shocked. I will be flabbergasted if I can beat Solgryn before 9,000 deaths. Oh my God. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know if this can happen. I really don't. Maybe once I've looked at the footage, because I know I'm going to. It's not even a question. I have to. I have to look at the footage and see what I did. Because relearning this... Oh my god. I can't do this right now. I can't do this right now. Wow. Wow. Alright, hello everybody, it's me, the Invisible Gunslinger, and I have finally worked my courage back up to where I've come back to pick up I Want to Be the Bashi Mirrored Mode. Hello everybody, it's me. And this will be the last time that I do this intro thing, because from now on, we're not going to waste any more time doing the whole, hello everybody, it's me, the Invisible Gunslinger. If you don't know who I am by this point, you've got some problems, we need to discuss them. Please come in, there's a school teacher-parent conference that I really need you to come to. It really will depend on your child's future, so if you can just schedule it with me as soon as possible, that'd be great. Maybe buy some Girl Scout cookies while you're at it. I would love you forever. And, you know, once you buy them, obviously, I'm gonna start playing Put That Cookie Down, because for some reason I just can't get away from that CD. But hello everybody, it's me, the Invisible Gunslinger, and I'm not gonna be doing that anymore, because if you don't know who I am by this point, then you got problems, and so on and so forth. So, from now on, we're just going to be jumping straight into Solgryn, but, now here's the interesting thing, because the last time that the last episode where I fought Solgryn, I was so afraid that I actually went back and I watched some of my footage and blah 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 blah, and I pretty much know what's coming at me now. It's just a matter of execution, which is all that this boss and all that this game is for me now. It's how well can I execute it? And today, it is currently, right now, 12:09 a.m. on March 6th, 2014, which means that I have about 8 days to beat Solgryn and to upload it. I want to have all these videos uploaded by the 14th. I know this won't have any meaning to you guys in the future who are watching this like 3 years from now, but just know that at this time I was freaking out because I've only got 8 days. I've got like 20 episodes for you guys to see, and I just don't want to overload you guys and blah 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 blah. I constantly worry about overloading you guys with videos and stuff because I know that a lot of people really like my videos and they're just like, oh, he put out a video, I gotta go watch it right now. Don't do that, okay? If you had something to do and you saw this video get posted and you're just like, oh, nope, I gotta go watch this video. Don't do that, please! These videos are only here for when you have free time, you know? Just go do your life, and then when you're done with life, come to me, okay? That's all that I am, and that's all that I've ever been. So anyway, now that that's established, I just have to say one last thing about Solgryn before we jump into Solgryn, and that is, I don't know how much of this I'm going to cut, because I don't know how long the fight is going to be. I don't want to upload 9 hours of footage over this period of 2 days. That's not going to happen. No way, no how, okay? Not going to happen. Even if I was to the point where I, like, got on the leaderboards and showed you guys that I'd beaten this by the 14th, I still don't want it to go past the 14th. I want it to just take a month because I don't want this going on forever. So there. Because the leaderboards show the date that you completed it on. So I am just going to commentate through the entire Solgryn thing until I get, like, if I start getting to, because this is what really burns me up about the first time that I beat Solgryn, is that I didn't record it from beginning to end, you know, from phase 1 until I beat him. So I didn't have a beginning to end kind of run. I don't care about cutting footage as long as I just have the last run recorded from beginning to end. And that really burned me up. So I am going to be recording constantly all of Solgryn. I don't know if I'll be commentating over it. Some of that I might cut out, but I will at least be recording it through the whole thing, and depending on how long it took, by the way, I do apologize, it's kind of windy and rainy outside, and that is my encouragement, that is my That is my spur that has caused me to pick up recording today. That is just, I love rain, I love recording in the rain, so it just gets me all riled up. And the thunderclaps, yes! It is a grand, momentous occasion where all of the tears that Solgryn has caused of other people are raining down upon my roof while I remain dry inside. I remain immune to the tears because I don't cry anymore, Solgryn. This is it. This is the end. So, depending on how long it takes, you might see the whole thing. I might beat Solgryn tonight. I might not. So, just bear with me, guys. I will be probably highly editing this. So if you don't see a lot, that is not because I didn't do it. It's because I just don't want you guys to have to wait around for 9 hours like we did last time. So anyway, enough gabbing. I've been talking for like 5 straight minutes here. So let's get into the game. Let's go. Hello, Solgryn. Hello, Dolly. Now then. Okay. By the way, I just have to say, I'm not... Oh, the gosh darn controls. Yeah. I am going to be talking about pretty much every subject under the sun here. I'm really going to try not to talk about the actual fight itself while it's going on, unless something terrible happens, like he kills me at the last second. So anyway, I'm just going to go for it. So that way I can progress as quickly as possible. So you see, that death didn't even count to me. Nope. No way, no how. Let's just go. Solgryn, if we're not going, we're not dying. If we're not dying, we're not living. It is not life without Solgryn. What would be life without Solgryn? I don't know or want to know. Oh, you see, I'm gonna get back into this. You see, I'm full of vinegar now. I'm full of encouraging words. I'm full of the words that every mother whispers to her son at night, saying, you can do it. You can become the Bashi, my son. Stand tall and proud. Ooh, if I can get through that, that's something awful. That is something bad. You see, I'm talking about the fight again. Don't talk about the fight again. Talk about how your mother raised you on oatmeal. My mother indeed gave me oatmeal every day of my life. Ever since I was born. Day 1, boom, oatmeal. Day 2, boom, oatmeal. Day 3, a little bit of porridge, but in the end, oatmeal. And I omnommed it. And it was good. But anyway, I wanted to say 2 things, because I was telling stories before in previous episodes, and I did not actually say some of the funniest stuff that happened to me on those days. What is that? That. I gotta figure that out. And while I'm figuring that out, I will tell you guys hilarious stories. By the way, the death counter means nothing to me now. I don't care if I go to 20,000 deaths. It might happen. It might not. Who knows? This is gonna get crazy. So anyway, 2 stories, and I will quickly give a recap. And one of them, you know, the whole story I told about the Christian Chinese school prom thing. Well, I omitted, because I completely forgot, my boss said the funniest thing about the whole, you know, the can't touch dance and all that. So I told one of the chefs in the back that the kids couldn't... Ooh, I'm getting through that, I'm getting through it, I'm breaking through the shield. I told my boss, well, all the chefs at my work are my bosses, but I told one of my bosses that the kids were not allowed to touch dance, and he's like, what? How are they supposed to twerk if, you know, and he, like, twerk isn't a swear, by the way. It is an action that everybody should hide shamefacedly from the next generation. Seriously, our kids are gonna see their parents doing that and going, what did my parents do? My goodness. It's gonna get to the point where you can, like... Because there's video cameras everywhere. Eventually it's gonna get to the point where you can just be like, hey look, it's the school dance. Right there. That's where I inseminated your mother on the dance floor. You can see everything. But anyway, because they were not allowed to touch dance, I told my boss, and he's like, so what, are they just gonna, like, twerk on each other? Like, booty slap on each other, but, like, leave some space in between them so they're not touching? And my boss, my actual honest-to-God boss, walks by, here's the end of this conversation, and I'll remind you, this was a Christian Chinese school, right? He walks by and says the best one-liner I have ever heard. Seriously, I don't think I've ever heard a better situational one-liner, ever. I hope I haven't built this up too much. But he walks by and he says, oh, but Chef Clay, that's the name of the chef, Chef Clay, of course they can't touch. You gotta leave room for Jesus. And I lost it. And that was just the phrase of the day. It's like, why are you guys all sitting down? You guys shouldn't be sitting down. You gotta leave room for Jesus. Just room for Jesus. Just this invisible man. Oh gosh, it was the best. Just because he like kept walking. As soon as he delivered it, he's just like, oh, I'm out of here. So that was a great thing. And this other one is a follow-up. Actually, I in one of the descriptions, you remember when I was talking about the banned video games a while back, and I was talking about the Guy game, which is the only game to ever, well, one of the only games to have been banned in the United States. Well, I went to a local video game store that actually is very, very, very nicely owned. The guy who, oh my gosh, I can get through it. You see, it's a battle of inches now. But anyway, the guy who owns it strikes me as a very, very nice guy. He's kind of like maybe, I don't know, 27-ish. He kind of seems more like a surfer dude than a video game enthusiast, but I don't know, I shouldn't stereotype. His shop mainly thrives off of Magic the Gathering cards. He kind of has just been expanding into video games, like older video games. I get the impression that all the connections he's made through the Magic the Gathering game, like I'm sure there's been a lot of Magic the Gathering nerds that I'm sure have video games, and he says that a lot of them have opened up connections with him, or they just trade in old games that they had that they don't want anymore, or what have you, and he resells them to the local community, which is me. I swear I could go in there. I saw like Parasite Eve for like $23. I saw Yoshi's Island. What's the one for the Nintendo 64? Is it Yoshi's Story or is it Yoshi Island? I saw that one for like $11. I saw the original Mario 3, because they made a remake of it for the SNES, but I saw the original Mario 3 for like $7. Majora's Mask for like 40. Final Fantasy 7 for like 36-ish. So, and I've been to a lot of flea markets, and I've raided eBay and a couple other places for these old video games. So I pretty much, you know, I gotta get that down. I gotta see the pattern for that. I pretty much know what video games are kind of worth, name-wise and condition-wise. So I kind of have my hand on the pulse of the stock market of video games, older video games, if you will. But anyway, I walked in there, and I went with my sister, because I was showing her some local shops that were really cool, in my opinion. You know, I think I can walk under that. I need to stop jumping. I think that's my problem. I think you only need to jump, like, once there. Ah, I felt that. Anyway, so anyway, and by the way, don't be afraid if the video skips around. Like, there might be a whole, like, half an hour that you guys miss out on because I don't think that something interesting in particular happened. So if the death counter skips, I'll hold on to the footage just in case some of you guys get mad at me. Like, oh, we wanted to see everything. Maybe then I'll upload everything, or I'll tell you guys how long it was in the end, and then gauge your reaction. But, please, I'll be recording everything, so it'll all be documented, but just know that I'm only doing it to save your guys' time, and so I can get it uploaded all by my deadline. But anyway, so I went to the store, and I went with my sister, and I showed her the wares, and I'm like, hey, look, this is really cool. Hey, look, they got ColecoVision and stuff, and I'm like, hey, this is really cool. I think they even had a Commodore 64. Really, really nice stuff. And as I was walking through, this was so surreal for me. I was walking through his PlayStation 2 section, and he had the Guy game. And I'm like, that is so weird. I just talked about that, like, what, 2 or 3 days ago. And I looked at it, and I'm like, wow. I could get this guy in so much trouble. Like, if I really wanted to be just a jerk about it, I could call the cops and be like, hey, so you guys ever heard of this game called the Guy game? And they'd be like, no, because I'm sure no cop would admit to have playing the Guy game. So I could just call him up and be like, hey, just gotta say, this local shop, local guy, he's selling child pornography. Can we get this taken care of, please? I think my problem is I'm jumping a little bit too much here. So it really scared me, actually, that I had the money in my pocket to buy child pornography. Like, it was there, and I'm just like, wow, that's a really scary thought. It's kind of like when you're standing, like, near the edge of a building, and you're just like, wow, I have the power in me, or, well, like, it's not beyond the realm of possibility that I could jump off this stinking thing if I really, not even if you really wanted to, if somebody like just pushed you. Isn't it scary when you're like on the edge of like train tracks and be like, people have jumped off? I could technically jump off. It's so scary. And it really, I didn't even want to like look at it. Like, it is. That guy must not know what he has. I really hope he doesn't. And I really hope that nobody gets in trouble because they buy that just for a gag for like their nephew or something, and then their nephew ends up owning child pornography, you know? It's dangerous stuff. I'm not kidding around here. It's a dilemma. It's a legitimate dilemma. And I'm just like, what's going on? Should I tell him? Should I tell the shop owner? Just be like, hey guy, I don't know if you're aware, but this is technically not a good thing that you should be owning. You basically have something that could get you like 20 years in prison and get you killed in prison. Because man, if you go to prison for anything relating to like messing with kids, the inmates of pretty much any prison will make it their, especially like the more hardcore prisons, will make it their life's goal to mess you up. There's like a code in prison where like, if child molesters get brought in, they will just mess you up and have fun with it. And it's just like, if you go, that's why people like hang themselves if they're like accused of child pornography. Because they know that you're just gonna get shanked or killed anyway. It's scary, jeez. Ugh. Anyway, so that's a thing. I don't know. I know some really good games. Well, I don't want to say game stops because copyright, but I know some good game shops. And by the way, note how I'm not saying. Usually, I'll say like the name of the place that I have gone to that's like really good. Like if you're in California, I would suggest. Like if you're in Northern California, I know a completely different video game store that is actually really good. And that is, if you care to look it up, look up Phoenix Games. I think it's, oh, where is it? It's in Northern California where I live, and it's, I think maybe 45, 35, I can't remember. It's like it's something like that. It's more than 15 minutes away, and it had a great selection of games. It had like everything, man. They had like stacks and stacks of Superman 64. They had Shaq Fu. So, you know, their standards were so high. You know what? I'm stop jumping. I'm gonna try this. I know it's gonna get me killed. I'm gonna die anyway, so I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna walk along the platform. It's so devilish because when it's going that way, you know what? 1 second. I want to show you guys one thing. I just want to show you for 1 second. I want to show you how good I can do if it's not mirrored. You know what? No. I'm not even going to do that. You guys know how it is. Forget that. You cannot actually say that I fought Solgryn when it was not mirrored. Forget that. I know there'll be some Weisenheimer out there who will be like, well, you didn't totally fight him. Ah, it's that last one you gotta jump on. Oh, gosh. I might even just take like a break to like practice this on my own, this first phase, just to get it down, because I will get this down. Don't you even doubt it. This is gonna get down. I have, what is it, 8 hours before I need to go to class. I really shouldn't even be doing this, but I'm in a good recording voice today, and why not, you know? I only got like 8 more days to do this, so why the heck not? And it's funny though, because people were saying that I should like beat Solgryn with like a pair of boobs or like a lolly or stuff like that, and I can't. I know there's very good suggestions out there, but it's not gonna happen because Bashi is the character that I'm trying to get over. It is the character that I never want to play as again, so this is the grand finale of Bashi itself. I will never touch this game again. As soon as this video is uploaded and I know that it's gone off, well, not this video, but the video where I've beaten him and I show my name on the leaderboards and all that, Once that is done, this game and all files associated with it are going to be deleted, and I will never ever upload anything regarding this game or ever download anything regarding this game ever again. It is done. It will be out of my life forever. This is me going back for one last finale. This is me showing off that, yeah, this is just, ooh, I can just go, bup, bup, bup. Okay, I see. So I don't need to go, okay, yeah. I see where I have to go, or more importantly, where I don't have to go. At least I can get to the Omnoms pretty alright. Anyway, but yes, if there is an episode where I'm just, like, failing miserably and the commentary is not that great, this video will go up, and maybe a couple other ones, but I just... Maybe I'll just upload a whole bunch of really long videos, you know? But that's even, like, what is your guys' opinion on many videos versus one big long video? Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just compile all this into one huge, like, 10-hour long video, and I'll just label it Solgryn. The Solgryn fight. Oh god. Oh god. Don't do this to me. Where's Sonic? Sonic's coming! Ah! I almost got to him. You see? This is getting done. This is scary now. I just gotta... It's a matter of... adjustment. That's all it is. It's all a matter of just finding your stride. Stand tall, my young son, because you have finally become a man. Stand tall and proud. If I don't have to jump there, that'd be great, but I gotta jump there. I think I do anyway. You see now, I'm pretty darn sure that I could cheat this boss. I could cheat Solgryn itself. By if my character's bullet height was just a little bit higher, if it was just a little bit higher, I could hit him so much, I could just annihilate you. But no, I choose not to. I choose a better life than that. I choose to show that I can do it all yet again. I choose to show that life is worth living, because when you can put aside your fear of death, when you can look at death straight in the eye and say, I don't fear you, I embrace you, because you know what? We all owe him a death. Every single one of us owes him a death. And you know what? If I gotta pay mine now, I might as well do it with a grin on my face and oatmeal in my teeth. Bring it on, fat boy. I'm trying to get greedy now. I'm trying to hurt him because he's hurt me so. Oh, you hurt me so much. Back in the day, oh, I would sit at my laptop for so long, just doing this over and over again, and now that I've grown and become the man that I am, I now stand tall at my PC, which I built with my own 2 hands and my own money. I built this machine that I am on now. I built all of this. Well, you know, I didn't put the fiber together, I didn't build the monitor from scratch, but I suffered to be able to buy this computer. I suffered so. I suffered at my work. What? That one's weird. It goes like diagonally. He got me diagonally. Pretty sneaky, Solgryn. It's an old television ad. You see, it's that one that when I go... Good commentary. This is totally not getting cut. Scratch. Somebody's emailed me. Hold on. Somebody's commented on something and I must read it aloud. Ooh, I got something from Amazon. Give me a second, Solgryn. Give me a second. Hold on, my phone is so... Here we go. New activity. Here we go. Chris JD10. That boss intro just gets better and better. He commented on I Want to Be the Boshi Mirrored Mode Part 63 on Ganon. I agree. That boss intro just gets better and better, unlike this one. So Chris, there you go. There's your shout out. I wish I could shout out to everybody. But you don't all comment. I know that some of you watch this and never say a word. How do you expect things to get better? Maybe you don't want things to get better. Maybe you think that I'm perfect. Have I not talked to you about how much I despise the word perfect? I hate the word perfect with a passion. Do you want to know why? Because perfect means that you can never get better. That means whatever you're talking about has reached its pinnacle and can never, ever, ever get any better. And that is such a defeatism. That is such a crushing blow to know that what you can do. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with saying that this is the best I can do. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind people choosing not to waste their lives on this game forever because they want to beat this whole game without dying. Speedrun tactics, them all, get all the secrets in the quickest amount of time that you can possibly do without tool-assisted stuff or whatever. So if you are happy with being able to beat this game at all, there you go. You have just accomplished perfection, your own personal refinement. And you should be so proud of that. Be proud of that, because perfect, it just means that you can never try. You can never do better. And I hate that, because I'll tell you one thing. No matter how good, at least for me anyway, some of you out there are pretty darn close to perfect, but me anyway, I will never be perfect in anything. And you know what? I wouldn't want to be. Because the pressure to be perfect would crush my soul. Because then people can say, why weren't you perfect before? Why aren't you as perfect as you were before? Why weren't you as skilled? How do I become as perfect as you? No. There is no perfect. Even if you think there is. Even if you think, oh, mamma mia, I'll make the perfect pizza pie. You can't. Even that is opinion. What is the perfect pizza pie? Is it perfectly proportioned? I don't know. Maybe it could get one molecule more proportional. But even then, proportions of a Mamma Mia pizza pie are completely dependent on what your Mamma Mia pizza pie standards are. Do you think Galactus really gives a crud about your perfect pizza pie? I think not. I think he would rather eat you and your whole pizza pie planet before he even touches your pizza pie. But then, maybe a lot of people wouldn't say, that's not the perfect pizza pie, because I could never eat that big of a pizza pie. And you know what? I want to be able to digest and excrete my pizza pie from my buttock region. Buttock region, I say. I want to expel it out of my Galactus black hole. Come on! So what is, indeed, the perfect pizza pie? There is no perfect pizza pie. There is a perfect pizza pie for you and me. There's just a perfect pizza pie that you can eat. I don't know how I made that, but there you go. It's because I'm talking about the perfect pizza pie. Over here. You see, I get crushed by the ultimate pizza pie. At least I'm getting to the grains. I'm getting down to the roots. Oh, but then we get down to Solgryn. Then we get to Sonic. Oh god, the Sonic. There's a way. I remember there's a specific way where you can, like, Sonic isn't random anymore. He's not as random. He's been chained back. He's been reeled in by Solgryn. He's been consumed by the powerful oats. Ugh. I'm here again. You know, the idea of just making a gigantic video of just like 10 hours of me fighting Solgryn alone is a really good idea, and I might just do that. Because then it could just be my final grand saga. Because that's what this is. This is my grandest saga that I've done so far. Of all of my million views, this is the views that I'm the proudest of. Because I actually got people to watch me be so crummy at this game. I can't believe that I've bamboozled you all. Oh my goodness, that jump gets me every time. Again, I might just have to go practice for a little bit. Because I'm at 204 deaths already. And I've barely even gotten to Sonic. Ah, I fell off. I didn't even know that I fell off. I was too busy looking at where the oats are going to fall. And the thing is, the devilish oats always fall in like the same spot. And I can't remember where they are. You watch, though. You watch. If this wasn't mirrored, I would have beaten this boss already. Guaranteed. No question at all, because I just would have fallen into the pattern. And it's just not good. It's like if you were a kid. It's like if you were a little kid and you grew up your entire life getting wedgies. You just, every day you came to school, nobody believed you that the bully gave you such terrible, mind-bending wedgies. And one day, you finally get to go, I don't have to go to that school anymore. I don't have to deal with the wedgies anymore. Not at all. And then, when you get to be an adult, you discover that the boy who gave you wedgies as a kid has grown up to be your dentist. Because you know that sadistic people like dentists would probably be the kids that gave you wedgies. But now, instead of extracting pain from your buttocks, he's extracting pain from your mouth. And while the nurse isn't looking, when he goes back there to say, come here, Mr. Johnson, I just gotta come back here to copy both sides of your insurance. Then, all the instincts come back, and he looks at you dead in the face and goes, you ready for seconds? And then, instead of giving you a behind-the-back wedgie, like he used to back in the day, instead, while he looks at you dead in the face, you know what he does? He reaches down into your pants and gives you a frontal wedgie. And that's a whole new kind of pain. It is so similar. You feel the pattern, you feel the old creases coming back to you, and the shame and the pain. As he looks at you dead in the eye, and as you scream a silent scream of pain. Because you can't cry out. You can't cry out, because then who knows what he'll do? He's crazy! And so you stand there, looking into the sadistic dentist's face as he smiles and just wedgies you harder than you ever could have imagined, and all the old shame and pain of being a child, a helpless child, floods back into your body. And you just know that there's a little part of you that will always be there. There is a part of your mind that will be held in this torment, in this eternal hell, forever. And that is what I'm doing right now. 56 deaths. My ever-loving Godstopper God. Gobstopper God. Bring it. Because I'm not afraid of you. Not anymore. Despite the huge analogy that I just gave, I am not a helpless child. I am not a boy who will be crushed under your oats. I will not be a little boy who's submerged in the ocean of sour grapes that you have bestowed upon my head. Like a thorny crown of utter shame. You will not break me. I will break you with my willpower, Solgryn, because that is one thing that you don't have. And by the way, to follow up on what I said from before, I am not fighting Solgryn the man. I don't even think Solgryn is watching this, which I am really, really proud of him for not doing. The man, Solgryn, he is not watching this video, or if he is, I have not seen him comment. And if he isn't, then I am very proud of you, Solgryn, because that means that you are not paying attention to anything Bashi related, which I give the utmost kudos to. Thank you, Solgryn, for not paying attention to these videos, because that signals to me that it is behind you. This is all something that you just don't want to deal with anymore. You've moved on. Your life has expanded beyond this narrow horizon, and I am so proud of you, Solgryn, for being able to go on with your life. And I'll tell you what, as soon as this is over, I don't want to hear anybody talk about Bashi ever again. Ever again. I don't care if he removes Solgryn and makes I don't care if he removes this boss and makes Hello Kitty the first boss, or the last boss, and he makes Solgryn the first boss. I don't care what he does, because Solgryn, you shouldn't care. You shouldn't care about this at all. You don't need to patch anything. That's the thing. It's got its problems, but what doesn't? It is no longer the pursuit of the perfect. Solgryn is not looking to perfect this game because he knows that imperfections are what make this game shine and sparkle. Because, is it not a reflection of all of our human souls? Is it not a reflection of sloth, lust, gluttony, pride, Is it not all of those things crammed into one game? And is it not just a mirror for us all to look upon and go, my god, me too? Because you know what? I must be the most prideful, gluttonous person in the world if I actually think that I can do this. I think you can stand there or something. You know what I would do? What I should do if I was smart? If I was even halfway intelligent, you know what I would do? Or what I should do? I should go and record, not for your guys' sake by any means, I should just go and record the YouTube video of somebody beating this from beginning to end, put it into my editing software, Sony Vegas, and then just hit reverse, so that I can just see how this is done in reverse. What happens? Maybe I'll end up doing that. Because again, this is not blind. I know exactly what's going to happen. I know exactly how it's going to happen. I know that Sonic's going to come out and rubber band around, and then after that he's going to disappear a whole bunch and blah blah blah, and then I'm going to be able to hit him, and then he goes into the second phase, and then he goes into the third phase, and then I'm going to die. I'm going to die in the third phase. And I'm just going to scream and scream and maybe even swear. Maybe this will be the thing that breaks me. Maybe. I'm having such trouble with this, and that's a terrible sign. I want to at least get to Sonic. I keep wanting to say Solgryn. I want to get to Sonic. I'm not talking first phase, I'm talking last phase. Get me to last phase Sonic tonight. Beating this now. Can that just stop happening? You see, I don't even mind dying to like the oats or whatever. It's just the fact that I've gotten past this. What is that? Hold on, I'm gonna need to experiment for a little bit. I know experimentation is bad. Don't touch yourself. Don't touch yourselves, kids. God, is it hot in here? It feels hot in here to me. What is there? If I can get past that, this whole thing will just go so much smoother. Because this is down. That, well, I say as I die. This first part is done. Just give me to Sonic. That's just, yeah. The terribly sad thing is that I know I can, if I really wanted to cheese it, then I could just make like a custom character with a shooting sprite that's a little bit higher, and I could hit him constantly. But I ain't gonna do it because I don't need to do it. Because I can beat this beginning to end. I still can't believe that I got like 800 people to watch, or 800 views on pretty much every single of my Solgryn videos before. That was 60 videos, people. 60 videos of nothing but Solgryn. And I got like 800 people to watch like every single one of them. That is scary. I really don't know how that managed to happen. And if anybody is out there that actually watched every single one of those videos, I apologize so much. Those really should have been edited down. Even, they were already edited down, because after a while, I just stopped showing phase 1, this one. But it's just, it's so embarrassing to me that it was so gosh darn long. I know it's like one of the hardest things ever to do. I'm aware, trust me, I'm totally aware of what is the hardest thing to do here. And trust me guys, at this point, don't even watch the screen. Don't even watch the screen. Go do something else. Put this in the background. You don't need to see this. You don't need to subjugate yourself. I will let you know if something interesting happens. It is just listen to me talk. That's all it is. I should treat this like a radio broadcast. Once this episode is over, I'm going to go look, and I might even reverse the footage like I did before. Well, not like I did before, but like what I said before. I forget how many hits Solgryn has at this phase. I think it's like 50 or 60? It's not a lot. I think it actually might be 50. It's pretty small and pretty insignificant. At least, you know what? I'm gonna go and check that. At least for this phase, I need to see. Alright, I went and looked at my Every Rotten Giggles. I recorded a little bit of your Solgryn All Attacks video, and I mirrored it on my screen, and I see exactly what to do. So, I just have to give a big thank you to him, because you are my inspiration for even attempting this. And I see where I'm going wrong on one of the oatmeal bits. I'm standing on the ground when I should be jumping. Where it goes diagonally, I have to be jumping, and I completely forgot about that. And that is something that I just would have learned through hours and the stinking controls. The stinking... Yeah, trying to beat this with reverse controls ain't gonna happen. So now that I've actually seen and visualized what to do, now that I've actually seen somebody else doing it mirrored mode, even though I forced the mirrored mode on I'm gonna be a Solgryn, like, doctrine guy, just being like, unless you play Bashi mirrored mode, you're not playing the real Bashi experience that Solgryn intended for all of us to play. So, bear with me, guys, but I think I have seen how to get through Sonic and the rest of his pattern, so it looks... Gosh darn you, Merg, for making it look so easy. That guy just flows beautifully and gets off every possible hit he can, and I despise that that line stays around for as long as it does. Seriously, though, that line stays around for a day and a half. That's okay, that's more than alright. We are gonna get this done. We're gonna get this done, and then we're gonna go to the YMCA, and they're gonna get me cleaned up, and I'm just not gonna have to deal with this habit anymore. The YMCA will help me get clean. It's a great place to go, young man. And that's one thing that I do want to emphasize about this, is that this is my transition. This is the whole reason why I'm doing this. You see, this is an important thing that I'm going to tell you right here. One of my main inspirations for doing this game on a time limit from doing Bashi for a month and then finishing it before and or on my birthday. The reason why is because back when I first did I Want to Be the Guy, my goal was to become the guy on my 18th birthday, and I did it. And now, if I can do this, I would do it on my 21st birthday, but it's too... I don't want it to go on longer than March 14th, so maybe I'll upload this on my birthday. Maybe I'll lie to you all and be like, oh, I'm totally recording this on my birthday, and then you can all just go and check the leaderboards and see what time and date that I actually beat this on. You see, I'm becoming very cocky now. I'm not saying if I beat this, I'm saying when I beat this, because I'm gonna tell you this straight out, bub. I am beating this. And I got to Sonic. That is all you, Merg. Merg. Thank you. That is all you, and I will... Call me a cheater, call me the biggest lame wad that you want, but man, thank you, Merg. All credit goes to you. You are truly my co-pilot. Hey, you guys ever see the movie Airplane? Roger. Over. Over. Roger. Huh? What? Roger. Eh? What? Over. Eh? What? Great movie. If you've not seen Airplane, you're missing out on life. You can do without Airplane 2, though. Don't watch that. I haven't watched it. Well, I watched like 3 minutes of it. In my opinion, just... Airplane 1, standalone. Don't watch the second. Seriously, though. I'm not being like Rodney Dangerfield over here. Wait, I tell you that Airplane 2, it's so terrible that Even I was in it. See, just nothing like that. Sonic, I will come to your house. I will have intercourse with your house while you are away. You're just gonna come back and be like, honey, I'm home, and then I'm gonna be like, Sonic, no, my honey's in your home. Ooh! Now I'm thinking of, like, house-related sex jokes. But, you know, Sonic, she was really good. She was really good. I treated her like a doormat. She said, welcome to my, mi casa es su casa. And I'm like, hey, I dig Spanish chicks. Oh, I can't think of any, like, house-related dirty jokes. Threw open her shutters? No, that's not really a good one. Clogged up her downspout? My big fat man climbed down her chimney? I don't know. Housing. If there's any, like, contractors out there, please fulfill me in on the dirty, dirty jokes that your union has blessed America with. We salute you. But I got to Sonic. I got to Sonic. Not in the phase that I wanted to. Why is my nose so itchy? You know what? I'm taking my shoes off. There we go. I even kicked over my plushie of, I got a Tonberry over there. That's right, from Final Fantasy VII. I love that guy. He makes an adorable plushie. He's got, like, the lantern and the knife and all that. Love that guy. But you just made me knock over the Tonberry. Do you realize what you did? I think there's a King Tonberry from one of the later Final Fantasy games, but I don't know. Or is that from the Final Fantasy, like, online MMO thingy that came out, you know, the Final Fantasy, like, Fantasy Evolved or whatever. I think it's like 15, 14, something like that. I think they have a King Tonberry. And I'm just gonna say this. I might have gotten into that. I've heard Final Fantasy XIV has had a lot of problems and a lot of issues, technical and otherwise. Sonic, I gotta stop going over there. I am so sorry. You're a jerk. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing for you being a jerk. But anyway, I might have gotten into Final Fantasy, whatever, the online MMO, blah-de-blah-de-blah, except for one little phrase that killed it for me. And you know what that is? Monthly subscription fee. Oh my gosh, he's like a torpedo. Sonic, is this about the house? Jeez. I'm sorry, Sonic, but she was really into that whole role-playing of, like, a plumber coming to the house. You know? Just like, hey baby, your hot water heater's on the fritz? Well, here, let me get things a little hot in here. And then I made love to a radiator. On a radiator planet. I hate dying to that. Like, almost anything else I don't mind dying to. Like, none of it, like, even causes my eyebrow to raise. But dying to that? Like, see that? Even that line. I know that line is just a jerk and hangs around for from here to eternity, but, you know, that's just stuff you learn to deal with. Can we just have this boss, like the intro to this boss, just... Can this boss kill Kendra from Dead Space? You know, Dead Space. Can this boss just be like a giant abomination, but it kills Kendra, so I'm just kind of okay with it? You know, it's bad, but At least to kill Kendra. Can we just have that, please? If anything kills Kendra, I will be its best friend. Okay, I'm pretty sure I didn't even die there, but, you know, whatever. You see, I knew that that line was going to be there, and I was like, Ugh. So anyway, I'm talking about the game again. I can't talk about the game. When I talk about the game, I do very poorly. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about all the games that this is going to free me up to do, because this is my send-off to doing poor, well, not poor, but like, this is my send-off to kind of doing like fan games, because to be quite honest, there's almost no other fan games that interest me, and I'm not saying that good fan games aren't being made, it's just that my interest in them has waned so much in the last 3 years. Especially this last year, just there's so many good titles out in the mainstream that well, not even in the main, even in the indie departments, just I don't want to be that guy who does nothing but fan games and stuff like that, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't think I'm the guy to do that, because I'm not... I don't want to say that I'm not good enough, because if I've beaten this, I'm obviously good enough for something. I don't want to be that guy getting angry at everything. I don't want to be that guy who just gets killed by everything in fan games and is like... Rah, rah. What in the goodness heck? What? Sonic was miles away. What killed me there? If you guys can pinpoint what killed me there, I would love to know, because that was a little bit of malarkey. See, I'm using a lot of 18th century words that nobody else uses instead of curse words like malarkey and get on the trolley and you hooligan and crumb bum and Dusseldorf. Yeah, that one. You see, I just could have walked forward, but I didn't. Anyway, so because I'm not really focusing on that, I think after this, I really should start focusing on games that just are the exact opposite of fan games and actually have a plot. Because I'll tell you one thing, guys. I think I got my most comments and most interesting comments when I did an emotionally involving story. When I did a Let's Play or IGP, which, by the way, if you're new and you've actually been watching this video, if you've gotten this far, if you don't know, an IGP stands for I'm Gonna Play or an Invisible Gunslinger playthrough, depending on who you are. If it's me, then it's I'm Gonna Play, but if it's you guys, then it's an Invisible Gunslinger playthrough, that kind of thing. Just because I wanted to abbreviate it a little bit more, and I didn't want to just say LP because, you know, that term seems so quaint to me now. It's just, it feels like, I don't know, it feels like it should evolve more. It's like, really? Those crummy videos that I did back then are still considered an LP. They're still in the same category as what I do now. I don't know, it's just... Ugh. Meh, meh, meh. Nice thing about having the death counter on Solgryn's end being reversed is that I'm not really paying attention to it. It's not in the upper right corner, it's in the upper left corner where everything else is, and it's kind of like a murky little corner that I just don't look at anymore, and it's actually pretty nice. It's, I end up looking at the top right corner without even, like, knowing what I'm looking at. It's like it's like I'm waiting for an old friend to come in. I'm not gonna lie, I really kind of wish I could reverse this and show you guys off how skilled that I am. That my muscle memory still lives. Because this is... I might as well just be playing this game with my left hand at this point, because this is... A lot of this game hasn't been that bad. A lot of it hasn't. This is the worst ever. Ah, that did kill me. Now, I think for the phase right after Sonic, where it goes like crazy, I'm pretty sure there's either a way or a place you can stand and or walk that you can just kind of sit there for a little bit. I don't know. in the video that I watched of Merg, he's kind of like hops and like walks and just walks through it, and I'm just like, what is he doing? How are you walking through all that rain? Because that's what this is. You're trying to walk a mile in the pouring rain without an umbrella, trying not to get wet. You like hop from tree to tree. You get under other people, you dodge, you dodge, you dodge, and you just... people look at you strange, but you know what? If you can actually get from here to there and walk up to the store or the place that you were gonna go in no car, and you're like you're dry, and they're just like, how the heck? How in the world did you get all the way here? And you're dry! What kind of sorcery is this? You can just look at them right in the face and say, Solgryn. I gotta say, of all the fights that I've ever done, like of any boss fight that I've ever done, it's actually it's pretty hilarious that this is like one of my most proud accomplishments, but it's one of the most difficult things to explain to people. It's like, oh, what's the hardest boss you've ever beat? Solgryn. They're like, what's Solgryn? It's this game, you know, it's like an do you know what I Wanna Be the Guy is? And they're like, what's I Wanna Be the Guy? And I'm like, oh, it's a really hard game, it's about platforming and random stuff, and they're like, what? That's kind of weird, I don't even know what? It's a very confusing thing to explain to... Ah, his hair is what got me. I think I need to jump there. I think I need to, like, have Sonic go a little bit higher, but you see, I'm getting to Sonic. This is the thing now. I'm getting there farishly regularly. I'm getting to him like maybe every 20 deaths, and that's good because it's just gonna keep refining and refining, you see? It's gonna start going, and once it starts going, it's gonna start going fast. Because this is patternated. There's only a few, you see, that's getting better. I'm already here again. This is getting much better, you see. In one night, I've already improved at this point. Oh, what is that? That might... you know what? The way that looks, that might be better mirrored. That part in particular. I don't know, but it looks a little slower than if it was going normally, because normally it's coming from the other direction. You see, that's improving a lot. Like, I'm not even thinking about that now. That's just improving. I'm not even kidding, guys. That's actually really scary that's going on its own, pretty much. I'm not thinking about, oh, well, I have to jump here and jump there. No, my hands are learning what rewards me and what doesn't. It's like Pavlov's dog or something. Look at that. That's so scary. That is so scary, guys. What is scarier? The boss itself, or the realization that if I just grind away at it, it will get done and I'll be able to just... oh my god, look at... oh my god. Oh my god. I'm like covering my mouth here. Like I take my hands off the keyboard to like go, what is going on? Because I'm learning it again. I'm learning it again. This is so bad. This is terrifying. It's gonna take me like maybe 4 or 5 hours, but I'll get this. This is... my god. I've moved from maybe... no, I've moved from this is impossible, like, I've moved from the initial shock of seeing it all again, to learning it again, to going, oh my god, I can actually do it. Because I'll be honest, once I get Phase 2's pattern down, because Phase 2 kind of has a pattern, but mostly it's random. Oh my gosh, some things... I'm trying to think how many random things there are. There's not that many random things in this boss. And the things that are not too terrible. Some of them are. Some of them. Some. Dim sum. Some of them are very bad, but the ones that aren't are really not. If I can get to the third phase... if I can just get to the third phase... you see, that's what's going to be really bad, though. Even though I've watched Merg's videos, and I've been trying to brain process, like, how they are backwards, because I didn't watch the whole thing when I did the mirrored thing. I only watched the first phase just so I could get back here and go back and just get back at the fight, because I wanted to keep going. I didn't want to waste time looking at what I possibly might not even get to later, you know? I just wanted to focus on what's going on right now. Sonic, you are the weirdest little thing. But there's a way. You just wait. Once I get Sonic down, once I understand how to jump and where to move, it's gonna get done. And it's gonna be so scary. And it's just gonna flow. And I'm not even gonna think about it. I can be talking about anything, and it'll click. That's all I'm waiting for. That's all this commentary is at this point. I'm just waiting for the click. It's so freaking scary, man. Oh my gosh, with great power comes great responsibility, and that responsibility that it places on you is fearful. Because you have, in all of us, we have the capacity to do such amazing, mind-boggling things. I would love to see somebody try to train an ape. Can we train an ape for his whole life to do nothing but this? Can we do this? Can we just get an ape? It'd still give him free playtime and food and water and all that, but can we just make this like Pavlov's dog, where every time he gets a little bit further in this patternated what? He just gets a treat, like, every time he gets a little bit further, and that pushes him even more, and he doesn't even know, because you can't communicate, well, you kind of can, if you teach a monkey sign language, but that's an even greater strain on the brain. And if you actually get to the point where you can teach a monkey to do sign language and this, then you've got the missing link right there. Sonic. Oh my goodness, I almost got it. I almost got it. I almost got it. Sonic was running away. Sonic was gone. Sonic was leaving. My goodness. In the course of this episode, right here, everybody, we have gone from being stuck at the grains to almost getting Sonic to go away. If my face wasn't so... I think it's because I'm sweating a little bit. Like, I'm not sweating, but I'm kind of, like, sticky. And so that's causing, like, hair follicles to stick to my face, which is causing it to itch. So I think that's what's going on. And me rubbing it, like, to unstick them isn't working because my hands are kind of sticky, too. So that's just making things worse. So every time I go to scratch my face, I just make everything worse. Oh my goodness, come on. It's just a matter of... Because the thing is, I think I need to stay on the right side, or is it the left side? I need to stay on a certain side to just be able to walk. Might need to go and look at the footage again. What am I even doing with myself? Oh, it's something like that. It's like, you gotta... You can't just walk, because Sonic will get on your level and rush. See, the deaths are going to become a little bit less numerous now than they used to be. Wait a minute, what is that? Where is the pattern on that? Oh my gosh, come on. I gotta keep an eye on that next time I get there. Even if Sonic kills me, I gotta keep an eye on that pattern. Okay, wait a second. Let me just keep an eye on this for a second. Jump. Over here, jump. I gotta go fast. It's just a matter of getting my conscious brain to talk to my unconscious brain and go, here, look, this is what we gotta do. As soon as you do this, then we can rest. Then it can be over forever. And as soon as I get my unconscious brain, as soon as I get the ape in my brain to realize this... You know what? Hold on a frickin' second. What is... Give me... Something's going on with my head. I've got oats on it. I don't even know why I bother shooting him. I know I'm just gonna die. It's just something to do. It's something to fill in the time. That's a depressing idea. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodly goodness. So hold on, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and then he goes over to the left. Remember that. And then once you've got that, you've got the first phase done. If I can get the first phase done tonight, oh, I'm interested in this now. Even if I die like immediately because I forget what's going on in the second phase. I think he does like a big red laser beam, and then he does the green ball things where you need to hit him with his own stuff onto his shield, something like that. And then after that he does like the big wave, and then he does the shield thing again, and then he blows up, and then he goes up there, and then he summons all of his little buddies. And then after the buddies, he starts like, well, he summons Sonic and all that, and then you need to hop in the Vic Viper and get rid of, and then you need to get rid, oh my god. The description of what he's going to be doing was so long that he killed me in, oh my gosh. I was talking for so long, but I made it so far in that one attempt. This is a long boss. Oh my goodness. I at least want to film myself in the progress to getting towards the second phase. I should have died there. Go back and watch that. My boshy body should have died. Well, thank you, Sonic, for rectifying my mistake. My squishy little boshy body. No, come on. At least I can get to Sonic. I can get to Sonic with such regularity. You see, though, look at the death counter. It's only 351. I'm dying so much less now because I'm getting further and further. The deaths are going to start going down extraordinarily. In fact, you know what? Even though I said I shouldn't be looking at the death counter and all that, I'll bet you that I can beat this boss before I get to 1,000 deaths on it. Because that seems, as soon as I say it, I start dying a lot. But that seems to be the trend. It seems like I'm not beating the bosses as quick as I could, but I'm not beating them as slow as I did the first time. It seems like I'm doing about a 1 point, like not half, but I'm doing it like 75% of the way. His hair sprite is awful. There's a point where I need to jump so it'll offset his hair. I need to jump over his hair. We gotta jump the Sonic hair. It's like jumping the shark. Like that. I would love to know what that salamander is from. Is that Chaos from one of the Sonic games where he like turns into the big lizard thingy? Is that what that is? I actually don't know what it is. And I don't know what sprite that it's from. Is it like a custom thing that they drew for Boshi? What is that? Still to this day, I don't know. You can't be right under him. He does the Krakow thing where he just dumps on you. Again, should have died there. My head was way too close to one of those green beams. Oh my goodness. It's okay though, folks. It's okay. Breathe deep. Because I think we're about 25% of the way done with this. Maybe. I'm trying to think of percentages here. Maybe 15. Yeah, you know what, in fact, I think we are. I think we are about 15% of the way done. Because I think this boss is about... What is it? That was weird. I thought I heard a really creepy sound there for a second. Speaking of really creepy things, I've got a terrifying dream to tell you guys about. Like, I just had this last night, and I gotta tell somebody... I don't even know if this will make it into the final cut of this fight. I'm gonna stop looking at the footage. I'm just gonna keep recording until I beat it. I'm not even gonna look at the footage in the time span that it's been going on. I'm gonna completely ignore it, because it's not a factor anymore. It's gonna get done, eventually. And that's all I need to know. So maybe you'll hear the story, maybe you won't. Oh my goodness, I think I might have it. Wait a minute. Is that it? Is it something like that? Wait a minute. Let me get to Sonic again, please. Hold on a minute. I think I might have it. No, it's something. Be still, my beating heart. But anyway, I'll talk about my dream while I'm waiting to get to Sonic again, because now, this is all just the waiting game. Look at that. Look at that! No, seriously, guys. Would you look at that? I'm getting... better. Oh my gosh. To offset Sonic is such a pain in the behind. In the beehive. I'm gonna style my hair. In fact, that's what it is, guys. If I can't beat Sonic, or Solgryn, yeah, if I can't beat Sonic, if I couldn't beat Sonic, then I would be in big trouble. I'm actually, again, very proud that I beat Sonic in the timely time that I did. You know what, to be honest, though, I think once I start getting this boss, it's all gonna go fast. It's gonna go super fast once I get to know it. Once I get the patterns down, you guys just wait and see. This is not gonna be the 30-hour monstrosity that it was the first time. Heck no. This is gonna be just a 10-hour mini-boss, if that. We'll see, everybody. I'm not making any promises. It's gonna get done when it gets done. Every little bit of practice brings us a little bit closer, okay? So no attempt is a waste. I will emphasize that no test is a waste, because now I know that I can't be in the air jumping like that when Sonic appears. You see, it's just, you can't do it. And my brain is categorizing all this. So don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Intellectually, I kinda know what to do, but instinctually, it's all coming together. It's just like an old wolf returning to his old stomping grounds from when he was a pup. The pattern has been trod upon by other animals, and it might be totally different, but part of him will always be there. My throat is gonna die. But anyway, what was I saying? I think it was about a dream or something? My terrible, terrible, terrible dream. All I remember, it was taking place at my house, but it involved nobody that I actually knew. It was kind of like Norman Bates from Psycho. It was kind of like I was looking through the eyes of that guy. It was almost like it was Norman Bates through like an Alfred... Actually, wait, wasn't Psycho directed by Alfred Hitchcock? Yeah, it was, right? So it was basically an Alfred Hitchcock movie with Norman Bates in it, but it was at my house. And it was all about this, like, my dream anyway. My dream was all about this, like, bumbling guy who, like, decides to kill his wife or girlfriend or somebody, and, like, her friend who's over too, I think they might have been having a party or something, and he decides to kill them. And he does it, like, really, like, whiny, like, I don't really want to pull the trigger or what. I think he actually ends up bludgeoning one of them to death in my dream, and he pushes the other one down the stairs. I can't remember which one. But he ends up trying to hide them in, like, my backyard. He, like, digs a grave for them, and it, like, he digs it so deep that it goes into my basement, and he just kind of places them under the floorboards in my basement. And somehow through a series of events, he keeps getting like other people involved, and he keeps having to kill more and more people. And he just as time goes by, he ends up having to kill more and more people because like people are getting on to like his scheme or what's going on, or people kind of start figuring out stuff's going on. And like at the end of the dream, at the climax of the dream, he's going to bury somebody, and all of the people that he's buried are like half dead. If you've ever played Fallout 3, and if you've ever seen the ghouls, from that game, like the irradiated zombie ghoul things, they pretty much looked exactly like that, but hyper realistic, because my dreamer's eye is very, very keen to detail. And just these corpses start coming back alive because he did such a crappy job of killing them. But they're not after him, they're not like trying to kill him, they're just really confused about what they are, and it's just these shambling things that are just, you know that they're doomed. No matter what happens, their mental capacity is gone. They don't even know what happened, and that's hideous to me. That they don't even know what happened to themselves. They think they're like normal, they're like, oh, it's Norman, or whatever. The guy's name wasn't Norman in my dream, but it was something similar. It was like a nerdy name like that. Like, oh, are we going to the store? And it was just, so creepy seeing these. And it was like, they were coming alive, like, out of their graves. They weren't, like, up and about and moving, because some of them were, like, crippled. But he was, like, looking at his victims who he'd, like, buried in the ground by, like, lantern light. And they were all just kind of, like, still alive in the graves, and they're just like, oh, are we going to the theater, or whatever? And it was just so scary, man. That's one of the few times that I'll actually wake myself up from a dream, because if a dream starts to go into pure nightmare, to the point where I'll remember it for, like, ever, and it just gets too intense, then I'll wake myself up. I won't be able to help myself. Sometimes I've wanted to stay in dreams just to see how bad they can get. What do I do there? I pretty much have Sonic under control. It's just that last little pattern. So that was my messed up dream. Just this guy who is a murderer, can't fully go through with it, and it comes back in the most disturbing way. Just these half-dead ghouls waking up from their graves, being so confused about what's going on, they just barely remember that this is the guy, this is their friend. Ugh. And they'd already been, like, half-eaten by, like, rats and stuff, so their skin was, like, hanging off, and it was just... Shoot, I might just delete this video so nobody has to hear about how morbid I am when I sleep. And it's actually pretty funny that I have been having such bad dreams, because I recently got myself, like, these really, really nice pillowcases. Like, I didn't even expect to spend so much money. I went to Bed Bath & Beyond, and I spent, like... I just got, like, 2 pillowcases in, like, a pack. And I didn't realize until later that they were, like, super, super nice. They were, like, Egyptian cotton, like, 600 something thread count. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm getting further. I'm evolving. I'm almost to phase 2, everybody. This is exciting. This is very exciting. But anyway, I got these, like, Egyptian cotton, like, 625 thread count, really nice pillowcases. And it's funny because the color of them is, like, a really deep red. And I actually looked on the tag, and the name of the color is brick. So I'm sleeping on a brick. You know what? No, there's some... I can't walk the whole time. I gotta, like, stall. That's what it is. That's what I did before. I might even go back and look at what I did before. Because I did something there. I did something different that didn't quite feel right. No, but that's how you control Sonic, though. I've got Sonic under control. Give me 1 second. Okay, hello everybody, I'm back. And, I was looking at the footage, and I just think I quite literally think I just walked to the left completely. I think before, when I keep dying to the, like, little bullet thing after Sonic, I think it's because I'm stalling. I'm afraid that the bullets that I'm on the furthest left are gonna keep hitting me. I'll show you what I mean. You see, if Sonic wasn't there, I would have lived through that, because he killed me really, really far into it. So I think there's just a point where if I can control Sonic, I just need to blindly hold to the left. That's all I have to do, and I've got it. And then I can go on to the ghosty random thing. And I gotta remember, he goes 6 times. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. And then he goes into the Ryu pattern. But anyway, enough about that. So I ended up buying these really nice Egyptian cotton pillowcases, and maybe that's why I'm having such terrible dreams, because these brick pillowcases are blood red. This is only like my second night with them, by the way, that I had the terrible, terrible dream. And aren't bad dreams just so much more personal when it takes place at some place that you know? Isn't that just the worst? You see, that's what I was afraid of happening. Getting hit at the furthest most left. It's a very delicate balance right there, where you need to be just... But it's okay. I've gotten the rest of this down. I can get that down. Look at that. I'm getting to the grains in like a death or two. You see, I walked a little bit too... Anyway. Stop talking about the game. You'll proceed in the game as long as you don't talk about it. That's the rule of Solgryn. So anyway, yeah, do you know how much these 2 pillowcases, queen-size pillowcases, Egyptian cotton, 625 thread count, you know how much they cost me? I was flabbergasted at the cost, but you know, they feel so gosh darn good that I can't return them. 54 bucks. 54 dollarinos for 2 pillowcases. As soon as I saw that, I'm just like, I think I should go and return these. Because I got a new pillow for Christmas, and none of the pillowcases that we had fit, so I've gone a really long time with like no pillowcase on this pillow. And it's really like firm too, so I need a cover. I need a pillowcase to kind of like cover it. And I know, you guys didn't come to this video to hear pillow talk. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet. If I can get to phase 2 tonight, I will consider this a success. If I can. I really should be in bed in like 2 hours, but I think I gotta stop talking about like, oh, I gotta go to bed, I can only record for this long, because no, this is just one continuous fight. Until it ends, there will be no beginning or end, except when it ends. So I'm gonna just stop giving you guys points of reference, and when I sound fresher, that means that I've taken a break and it's like a day or 2 later. You see my voice is cracking. My voice is actually pretty darn sore today. So I probably can't record for much longer anyway. Because I think it might be my new pillow. It's so firm that it's like pushing my mouth open while I sleep. And sleeping with your mouth open, at least in my case, always makes my throat very sore. Oh my goodness. There it is. I've got it. Oh my goodness. If you're not watching, this is where you should be watching. I think that's 4, 5. Oh my god. I got to phase 2! I've done it. Get up there. Solgryn, I'm chasing after you. Oh my dear, sweet, unbelievable God. I got to phase 2. I've done it. I don't care that I died. I even avoided the death laser that I talked about. This is it, everybody. Oh, my heart's beating. My heart is beating so gosh darn quick right now. I can't believe that. That is shocking. That is unbelievable. Go me. Today has been a complete success. Oh my God. Now it is possible. I didn't think it. I didn't truly believe in my heart that it was possible, but now. Oh, it is. It is on, Solgryn. Oh my God. Oh my God. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? It's just instinct. It's just instinct now. It is pure animalistic knowledge. That's all it is. That's all it's ever been. It's just been me versus you, Solgryn. Can you believe this? I've unlocked it. For God's sakes, I've unlocked... Phase 2. I got back here in 1 death. Can you believe that? Or 1 or 2 deaths. I got back to phase 2. What is this, Solgryn? I'm back. I'm back, baby. Oh, I have to continue tonight. I don't care about my throat. I don't care about sleep. Greatness does not sleep. Did God ask for rest on the 7th day? He did. Because on the 6th day, his hand trembled. Because he knew that this moment would come. He knew that one being made in his image would come and kill his favorite breakfast cereal with his own tumor. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Solgryn, I hope you're ready to cross off a name from the scoreboard for the first time ever, because I don't exist anymore. It is gone. Do you understand? I am so close to becoming the Unbashi, the Unmaker. Do you not understand the momentous occasion that has come upon us today, ladies and gentlemen? Because, I'll tell you one thing. Once this boss is beaten, the floodgates will open. I will be free. I will be free of all anger. I will not beat this boss in anger. I will not. I will let it all go. All of my anger and hatred and pure, putrid rage will be thrown into this boss, because this boss, as well as my title of Bashi, is going straight into the pit of Hades, never to return again. Because once this boss is beaten, the Age of Enlightenment has begun, because intelligent, moving, thought-provoking games, passionate, exciting, interesting games will be coming forward soon. Sure, we'll still have our moments of goofiness, of course, that will never leave. But there will be a new dimension. There will be a new dimension, because I remember all of you being so involved in my I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream IGP, Let's Play, whatever I called it at the time. And that is so encouraging that so many people... Oh, I'm shaking now. I'm shaking so bad because I know I can do it. I can do it. I got it. Phase 2. Done. In one night. Do you know what this means? Do you know how long... Do you understand how long it took me to get to Phase 2 the first time? It took me an ungodly amount of time. It took me hours of hours of hours of hours. It took me like 15 hours to get to phase 2. This first phase was so uninterminably, horrifically awful, and now that I know I can do it, I think I did that in like, what, less than 2 hours? I think I did that. Yeah, I think I got here. I think I got to phase 2 in 2 hours. I think that's it. Because I did like 30 minutes of recording, and right now it's like, I don't know, like an hour and 45 minutes after I first recorded. So my goodness, I think this might be... What did I say, guys? What did I say? Once it starts going, it's gonna start going fast. Strap on your seatbelts, everybody. Because this bus is going downhill. We are on the highway to Hades. Next stop, the underworld, because that's where you belong, Sonic. I will cast aside these shackles that have held me for so long, and now that I have garnished the attention, now that I have earned the attention and admiration of so many deserving people, now I can say that the true Invisible Gunslinger Renaissance will have begun once this final Age of Darkness is banished from the world, once the scourge has been stripped from me. It's not easy. It's like having a tattoo removed. It's like having a scar. Well, not really a scar, because you can't really rip off a scar and have it heal. It's like a tattoo. You have to burn it off. You have to let the skin regrow. The mark will probably always be there. But that's just when you rip off your arm. That's when you amputate. Because amputation is the only true way to remove it from your being. And that's what this is. It is a very painful amputation. Sonic, don't. Solgryn, don't. I said... I blame my nose. I have to admit, now that I'm getting this far, I'm finding it a little bit cute at how scared I was when I first got here. Back to Solgryn. Oh, I knew that was gonna be wrong. I didn't jump and it was wrong. Everything is wrong. This whole game is wrong. The whole dang system is wrong. My playstyle is wrong. But you know what? One day it will be right. One day, a miracle will happen. Fate, God, destiny, whatever will intervene, and all the wrongs that I have committed will be righted. Maybe not even those forces. Maybe I will be the one to set all these wrongs right. After all, is it not I? Is it not I, through my free choice of will, that decided to do this? That decided all that time ago, like 3 weeks ago, to right the wrong that I once did? I think it was 3 weeks ago. Something like that. What, it was like the 18th, so it's the 6th right now. I think that was 10 days. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was the 16th that I announced that I was supposed to be doing... No, wait, what was it? Was it the 18th? I can't remember when my 3-year... I think it was the 18th. I remember 8 being a number in there. So 18, 25, plus 2... Actually, I do think it was about 3 weeks ago. So in 3 weeks, I've gotten back to Solgryn. That is pretty darn nice. For someone who hasn't picked this game up in 2 years, that is pretty darn nice. All this self-congratulation is really sickening me. Yeah, that was wrong. He has to like dip down and come back up, and my goodness. I can't believe I got to phase 2 almost like twice in a row there. That was something else. But you see, now I'm trying to get greedy when I'm in phase 2, because I know you can hit him. I know you can hit him in phase 2. And that'll, like, save you time on phase 3. But I really shouldn't get greedy because there's going to be stuff in Phase 3 that I'm going to forget about. Like, I remember there's, like, Hydro Pump with, like, 2 spiders or something. And they're going to be coming from a different side, and it's just going to be awful, and it's going to be... The instinct! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is going to get done. This is going to get done sooner or later. Let's keep it going. I got to Phase 2 twice. Very close to each other. This night, pure success. I have, what, 8 days to do this? It'll probably take me 2 more nights of recording. Tell you what, if I can beat 1 phase a night, then I've got this. Because Phase 1 is done. Now I just need to beat Phase 2. And then the final night will be beating Phase 3. That's all I gotta do. That's how I gotta see it. It's so simple. I've already met the quota for today, so this is just all extra for tonight. That's so nice to be able to think in those terms. That is so unbelievably nice. Oh, that is... How dare you, Ganon. Solgryn has absorbed Ganon's, like, finger-click teleportation power. But all credit for tonight's victory goes to Merg, my every rotten giggles, because he taught me how to love again. Oh, goodness. Sonic almost loved me. The way I loved his sweet, sweet house. I like how Ghost Solgryn is now giving me problems. Even though he didn't originally. Like, as soon as I got to Ghost Solgryn, or like the first or second time, ooh, I got an email. Hold on. Let's see who commented. I've been waiting for this. My nose has been going crazy. Oh, wait, I got 3... Oh, that's right, because Barnes & Noble and Amazon emailed me. Get out of here. Okay, who commented? Hold on, let's get off of this noisy thing. Part 67. Hey, it's Chris! It's Chris JD10 again. He says, hard to tell whether he has more good or bad luck. Seems like he is the type of guy to win the lottery twice in a row. Is he talking about me, or is he talking about Ryu? Seems if he's talking about me, that's very fat. Thank you. Strange luck. He's probably just talking about Ryu. But if he's talking about me, I'm like, whoa, win the lottery twice in a row. Considering that that's actually really creepy that you said that, Chris. Are you psychic? Because getting to Phase 2 twice is like winning the lottery twice in a row. That's really creepy. I hope you're watching this episode. This episode is now dedicated to Chris. Chris JD10. Way to go, buddy. Thank you for that. Thank you for adding an extra layer of creepiness to this fight. That's awesome! You know, that's actually... I was driving to my community college that I go to, my school, and I was thinking about this game, because, you know, what else is there to think about when you're on like a 15-minute drive? Oh my gosh, I'm getting through that beautifully. Stop all the self-congratulations. You see, that's what you get when you self-congratulate, you jerk. Anyway, I was driving to school. Yeah, that's what I do, right? I go to school. I was driving to school, and I was thinking to myself, you know, I gotta beat it by the 14th, and I'm thinking to myself, how do you guys know that I didn't, like, pre-record this? How do you guys know that I just, like, got to this point and haven't beaten Solgryn, you know, like, I'm just saving the last episode and blah-de-blah-de-blah. What if I recorded this, like, in October or whatever? How do you guys know? But for those of you that are just, like, now that I've put the thought in your mind, you're like, oh, well, how do we know? Well, first of all, I abide by the samurai code of honor and dignity. I would never, ever do something like that. That's so dishonest to you guys, because if I can't be honest to you guys, you know, I'm in my anonymous-esque YouTube profile thing here. I think how you act when you're anonymous really signifies the quality of your character. I mean, I'm not completely anonymous. Like, if somebody wanted to, like, if somebody heard my voice on the street and is like, oh my god, I know who you are, punch in the face. Yeah, that's my name, punch in the face. I've actually been waiting for that to happen, to be honest. I'm not getting too huge, but I'm waiting for, like... I'm waiting to meet somebody. I wonder who the heck that person is going to be. I think that's the main thing that I would love to have happen. That's like my next goal. You know, forget views, forget subscribers, forget all that. I think my next goal in life with this YouTube thing is to meet somebody completely at random and have them recognize me by my voice and just go, oh my god, you're him. You're the invisible gunslinger. And that's when I know that I'll have reached the zenith of my popularity. But if that day never comes, I am perfectly okay with that. But I would kiss that person on the mouth, man or woman, young or old. I would kiss a 6-year-old on the mouth if they would just go, hey, I recognize you, mister. You're that guy on the internet who doesn't swear. What a weirdo. What a weirdo indeed, kid. That's right, Billy. Hi there, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such video games as I Want to Be the Fan Game and The Simpsons Game 2004. Now, Billy, we've talked a lot about Solgryn in this episode, but do you have any questions for me? Well, yes, Mr. McClure. Why did you kiss me on the mouth back there, backstage, and tell me not to tell anybody? Why, Billy? That's because I'm gonna have you killed at night. I'm a very disturbed person. Like, seriously, I'm just flapping my gums here, letting whatever falls out of my mouth fall out of my mouth. And I'm glad that nobody, in a way, can find, like, this on a resume. Like, what have you done with your life? You know, am I gonna have to, like, account for all this weird stuff that I say? I hope not. Well, I hope so. I hope somebody will recognize my genius and be like, you are the weirdest person ever. Stop being so weird. Stop being so good at video games. And I'll say, okay. Yay! Phase 2! Get up there, Solgryn. Oi. Oy vey. Now again, now that I've gotten to Phase 2, depending on what happens, I might start cutting this commentary. I might start cutting it down. Some things I don't think I could cut, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to record as much of this as I can. So if I'm uploading videos and it's just kind of like Phase 2 and I'm in the middle of a conversation, I'm sorry. I think it'll actually make it more amusing that way, you know? If I'm in the middle of a conversation, then I just go, oh my god, I'm at Phase 2, oh my god, I'm at Phase... Actually, when I get to Phase 2, I kind of drop what I'm talking about, you know? But I gotta upload that video with the Chris thing. That's too creepy, you know? In fact, all of tonight is probably going up. That would have gone up. That would have gone up if I had lived through that. And the thing is, it wasn't Sonic that killed me right there. Go back and rewatch that. Not for the commentary, because commentary just sucked there, because I was going... I'm tempted to end it right there, because I've gotten to Phase 2 a couple different times, and I'm just like, maybe I should stop there, maybe I should just let it go. But there is no... As I've said before, there is no wrong move here. Everything is a learning thing, so the more I play this, just the better I'm going to get at it, and the more I'm going to get to Phase 2. Oh my gosh, unless my nose starts itching again. You see, when he's doing that Ryu thing where he's like, just sitting there spamming bullets at me, I can't look at his health. I can't. I gotta focus on my jumping, my jump height, and when to jump. The shooting is kind of secondary. I don't remember it being that long the first time I did this. It seemed like when he's on the other side, when it's not mirrored, I spam a lot more, but now that he's on the left, I seem to be a lot more cautious about it. I note that now that I've kind of gotten the pattern down, I'm hitting him a lot more often. Like my brain is kind of recognizing, you can hit him now. You can hit him here. This is a point where you can afford to take your finger kind of off the jump button to just hit him, like right there. See, I'm kind of taking more risky moves now. Isn't that odd? Did you hear the thing where I, like, let go of the button and I hit it again? That's what caused me to die there. I'm kind of stinking now. Now that I've, like... This is the thing, I don't want to become, like, overly confident now. Because, yeah, you got to phase 2, but you didn't beat it. Although you did get pretty darn far. Kudos to you. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'll say this right here and now. If I can get to the wave, to the wavy part on phase 2, I will stop for tonight. I will just go, you know what? Good enough for me. Maybe that's just how far I'll go tonight. If I can get to the wave of phase 2, God forbid if I actually even beat phase 2. If I beat phase 2 tonight and get to phase 3, even if I die immediately, or even if I die, like, when Solgryn's going up to phase 3, I will still consider tonight better than I ever could have imagined, because this is just shocking. I did not expect to get to phase 2 tonight, or maybe even, possibly even the next night I would have recorded. Why is he going underneath me? That's weird. I think it's because I double jump before I just regular jump. I'm talking about the game again. Stop doing that. You see, if you talk about the game, you're gonna stink. Let's talk about something else. Talk about something else. I talked about the guy game. I talked about my boss's awesome one-liner. I talked about my horrible, horrible nightmare. Talked about this game a lot. Age of Enlightenment. Renaissance. It's kind of my highlight clip. Oh, you see, you double jump. Don't do that. I'm talking about the game again. You see, as soon as you start, like, focusing on the game and everything like that, just don't. Oh, I know what I can talk about. Actually, no, I think I already talked about that, where I'm like, I don't want to beat Solgryn the man, that's why I'm not beating this boss with, like, a pair of boobs or anything like that. Because I don't need to, because I don't want to beat the man, because I'm so proud of that man for moving on with his life. Yeah, you see? Ooh, that was risky as all heck. As all get out. Oh, I just... You know what kills me about that? And I've mentioned it so many times before. Worst unbelievable part about that Ghost Solgryn thing is it's the same problem that I have with pretty much every... Like with Rock Smash, or Gust on the Missing No thing. And that is that the camera shakes, or it blurs, so that I can't exactly see what's coming at me. That is awful. That is awful. Don't patch it, Solgryn. And there it is. Phase 2, here I come. You overly cocky... You overly cocky... You see, that's what I gotta do. I gotta spam from super far away. That's how I beat it before. Now I remember. Now that won't take me as long. Now I just got it. Now I can just sit back and spam. I'm talking about the game again. Yes. It's okay, though. I'm excited. Physically excited. Somebody get me a house. Gonna put a down payment on that thing. Yeah. Equity. You better get your house insurance checked, because that baby's getting broken open. You ever heard of an open house? What am I saying? Now I gotta upload this because that house thing is too funny. If I upload this video and you're like, what are you talking about with houses? But you see, that's the beautiful part about Solgryn, is that you don't need to watch this the video. Just put it in the background and go. If there's anything that happens interesting, I will describe it. You see? Or I'll be like, oh my gosh, phase 2, and then you guys can actually click over. It's beautiful! And actually, I hope you all do that. Just think of this like your music background. You know, when you're like doing homework and you're listening to music. I'll be there for you, buddy. I'll be your Metallica. I'll be your... Oh, I just got another email. Is it about Metallica? I hope so. You know what? I'm gonna pause the video, and when we come back, I'll read that email. Okay, everybody, here we go. Can I read the email? Can I unlock my phone before the sequence begins? Let's see. Who's commenting? The commenter is Jeefco. It definitely has something to do with luck. Oh, Jeef. I know he's talking about Ninja Gaiden. I think he's commenting on the part where I was fighting Ryu in Ninja Gaiden, but it's so funny that you commented that here. And thank you, by the way, to Jeefco for being such an avid supporter of the channel and all my videos and such. And actually, Jeefco himself is a very good YouTuber. If you guys want to check it out, he actually, in one of my videos, I'm like, somebody should totally make a like a remix of MC Hammer and the Mortal Kombat theme, and he did it. He did it. And if I remember correctly, or if I remember to even do this, somebody, if it's not in the description, remind me, and I will link it in the description. He made a 30-minute loop of it. I think I'll just upload the regular one, so you can all see it. So he's very good guy. Love that guy. Oh, I don't love that guy. You know, the guy that shot the bullet at me. I don't love that bullet. Would never love a bullet. It's not in me to love a bullet. I only love houses. And maybe a trailer park, just because they're so deliciously trampy. Oh yeah. Look at that trailer. With those bumper stickers. Those little tramp stamps on them, but they're still a house. Oh yeah. Oh my... Go back and rewind that. Go back and look what I did to... Go back and what I looked... what? Go back and look what I did to Sonic there. Oh my god. I couldn't believe... That is the closest I have ever come to Sonic without dying. He breathed on me. And I smelled his house. It's got... You know when the houses have like that old Sonic smell? Love that smell. It's like musk. It's like the Old Spice. For me. Give me your house. Don't give me your house. Don't... I am not allowed within 100 yards of your house. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Utmost focus there. 484 deaths. Look at that. Here we go. Just focus on living. Live your life the way that you always wanted to. You know what? Ooh. I gotta experiment with one thing there. I don't think you can jump up in the second phase there. I don't think you can jump up to that third platform because Solgryn moves. How did I do that the first time? As soon as I got there on the second phase, I knew what to do instinctually. My brain took over. And was just like, oh, well, you gotta do that. It's simple, don't you know? Have you not ever played this game before? You don't know what to do on phase 2? You're a moron! And my brain was right. Somehow my brain knows... I could have been safe, but I had to jump into Sonic there. I had to smell the musk of his house one more time. Maybe that's why I'm so physically attracted to this box of frickin' cereal. Because it's so huge, it could be a house. If you're not careful, I'll be sneaking up on your back patio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You can try to hide behind your blackout curtains. You can try to hide yourself, to veil yourself, but no matter how hard you try, I will be after your house. Property development! Oh, now I'm just getting cocky. Did you go back and watch that? My goodness. That's... wow. You see, you can't, at least in my brain anyway, you can't just hold the button and move to the left. You have to stall. You have to get in that perfect spot and then just stall and wait for it to move. I'm talking about the game again. You see, that's what you get. What to talk about? Oh, here's a fun thing to talk about. Somebody asked me if I would be doing Arkham City, because I did Arkham Asylum, like maybe, I think this time last year? I can't remember. Actually, I think it was this time last year, around March? Maybe April. I can't remember when I started that, but people have been asking me if I'm gonna start Arkham City, because apparently a lot of people really like my playthrough of Arkham Asylum, which I'm very thankful for. I personally don't think I did too astounding of a job on it, but, you know, people liked it. Thank you. By the way, I think I'll only record for like another 15 minutes and then I gotta stop because my voice is, in fact, giving out. But I got to Phase 2, I'm proud. I kinda got to Phase 2 like 4 times. And at least I can get to Sonic, and I can get usually past Sonic. Oh, right. Careful. When I'm not messing up like that. It's just that one stall. Whoa, what am I jumping around for? Stop talking about the game. Anyway, Arkham City. I gotta watch the rest of the Dark Knight trilogy. I have not seen the Dark Knight Rises as of right now. As soon as I see that movie, then I will play Arkham City. That is my coup. That is what I have to do in order to play Arkham City. And I haven't done it yet. You're so silly. That was like the last one of Phase... that was the last Ghost Solgryn 2. That stinks. See, most people would get really mad at that, but... you can't. You can't get mad at it. It's like, do you get mad at a hurricane for killing your father? Batman, I'm looking at you. Would you have become a storm chaser? My goodness. Would you have become like a weatherman by day and like a storm chaser by night if your father and parents had been killed by a tornado? Oh, this is gonna take forever. I almost jumped way too high on that last one. Look, by the way, 499 deaths. 499 deaths on Solgryn. This will be my 500th death. 500. I'm not gonna try to jump up there. Oh, come on! Hold on, let me keep an eye on this. Let me see the wave. Let me see the wave. Where does it go? I know you gotta like, okay, so, and you fall down, and you climb back up, and you fall back down. Oh my god, that is gonna be so weird. Oh my god, that goes on forever! That goes on forever! What? That's not okay. 500 deaths, by the way. 500 deaths, and I've gotten to Phase 2. Haven't beaten Phase 2. Barely got halfway through Phase 2. I don't know why I shot over to the right there. That was weird. Okay, this is gonna be the last video for today. I really want to see if I can get to Phase 2 and get to the wave, because if I can get past the wave, then this is done. Then, if I can get past the wave, that means I'll have gotten past the ball thing, and that means it's just a matter of time. And then sweet, sweet Phase 3 is just inches away. But at least I'm getting the worst of it down right here. First phase, I've pretty much got it. That's amazing! I think my problem with that, the reason why I keep dying to the Sonic thing, is because I go too much to the right. Here, I'll show you what I mean. I don't need to go that far. Oh, come on. I want to show you guys. I end up going, like, way over here when I just need to go, like... you'll see. But yes, in the progress of one day. One day. Not even like a long day either, to be honest. I think the main thing is that I had to get used to the size of the projectiles again. Oh, really? As soon as I say I need to get used to the size of the projectiles, I die to, like, one of them that I never die to. Stop talking about the game! Jeez. Let's talk about another subject. I'm super duper excited, for this upcoming Saturday. I gotta work all weekend, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But this Saturday I can go and pick up my television stand, because I bought a new TV. I think I told you guys, but I'm reiterating it here. I bought a new TV, and I told you the whole story about the salesman and all that, and like, did I? I'm pretty sure I did, but I can't remember. Oh, now I want to go and check on that. I seem to remember telling you guys about the whole TV experience where I was like going to Best Buy and they tried to give me like a floor model, and I'm just like, heck no. Did I tell you about it? I told you guys about that, right? Right? I'm just gonna assume that I did, okay? If I didn't, then I'm very sorry. I'll respond to you in a comment and I'll tell you all about it. But I'm pretty sure somewhere in like the desert or the tower I told you guys about the whole new television thing. Or maybe I started to and I just didn't finish it. I'm sorry, I can't remember sometimes. And it's really bad when I can't remember because, like, my forgetfulness comes off as, like, unintelligent sometimes. I don't think unintelligent is a word. I come off as stupid, I think, sometimes when I can't remember if I've talked about certain things or I repeat myself again. People are just like, oh my gosh, you've mentioned this before. I'm sorry there. It's a little bit hard. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna be totally straight with you guys. Recording video game commentary is probably one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. Especially in this circumstance. I'd actually have to say the most difficult recording sessions are the blind recording sessions of, like, Ooh, that was weird. I, like, jumped straight into that. The most difficult games for me to record are the ones that are, like, really heavily story-driven and require you to pay attention to understand what's going on. Because I just feel the need to talk at times, just be like, throw in a funny little, like, joke here or there, and I just don't end up taking the cutscenes very seriously. So sometimes I need to go back and rewatch the cutscenes to be like, what happened there? I was kind of talking through it, I was kind of like trying to find jokes and be funny. I think that's a major problem of mine, is at times I just need to be quiet and let the game talk for itself. I think I just assume that everybody's played every game ever. But I do need to be quiet for some games, if not out of respect for people who haven't played the games yet, and are just for the first time watching me play it, or watching, you know, just the game in general for the first time ever. If not for that, then I gotta be quiet for the people that want to hear the game over, you know, me. Which I don't have a problem with. That's just a bad habit that I need to get out of. That's why I don't record a lot of heavily story-driven games blind. Well, not really. See, now I'm going too much to the left. I think I'm ruined for tonight. I don't think I can do anymore. I'll give it a couple more attempts, but I think that's it. You see, I'm dying to that now. Either way, successful night. I'll probably record tomorrow night and the night after, and then if I still haven't beat him by then something has gone seriously wrong and you need to send help right now. So let's see. 3 days. That'll give me a lot of time to compile it and upload it. So I'm very sorry if you're seeing this on like the 13th or the 14th, and there's just a whole bunch of videos going up, or one big, or like 3 really long videos going up, you know what I mean? That might happen, and I really hope it doesn't happen, but if it does happen, I apologize. But it has to go up. You have to see that it's here. I've done it. Yeah, I'm just totally ruined for tonight. I don't have the spark right now. Oh, look at that. I'll give it like 10 more deaths and then I'm done. I don't know what it is. I just got all the energy zapped out of me. I think it's because I'm not talking about houses anymore. Gotta start thinking about those broad entryways. I don't know. You know, I actually hope that a lot of people watch that video where I was talking about the houses, so I can get a lot of house-related, like, dirty jokes. I'm not talking like House, you know, the guy from House. I've watched a little bit of that show, and I didn't like it. But you know what kind of show that it a little bit reminded me of? Like, not so much the, well, you know what, no, I won't even say it, because I don't even know why it reminded me of this. I'll say it. I'll say what show that House kind of reminds me of. Just, it has nothing to do with, like, the same theme, or even the same actors, or anything like that. Just, I think it might be the colors. The colors of House kind of reminds me of the X-Files. I don't know why. My brain thinks X-Files. Oh, and look at that. The last one was super duper easy to avoid too. How terrible of you. You seizure machine. Seizure machine. Did I ever tell you guys that I used to have a speech impediment when I was younger? Because I have a massive tongue in my head, man. I got a huge ass. I got a huge tongue. Got a huge tongue in my head, and that used to cause me to slur my S's a lot, so I'd have like kind of a lisp. Okay, I don't know what hit me there, but that's okay. I used to have a lisp, and I still kind of do at times. I used to have a particularly hard problem pronouncing my Z's. But you know, nobody's perfect. I've gone over this. I despise the word perfect. You know what? Here, I'm gonna give this one last attempt right here, right now. Last attempt of the night. I'm gonna give it my all. Gonna crack my wrist if I can. Last attempt of the night. Thank you guys for sticking with me for so long, and thank you, my brain, for allowing me to do this in such a lovely manner, to get all the way to Phase 2. Thank you so much. I salute you. No, it's gotta be better than that. I'm sorry, it's gotta be better. It's gotta be better than that. Jeez. I hate when I'm going like, okay, last attempt, and I die to something really silly and... Nyeh. I'm sorry, I'm one for the theatrics. I'm one for the dramatics. I can't... I hate anticlimactic I just really spit on the screen there. Hold on a second. Let me take my sock off here. Wow. Hold on. Dang, I spit hardcore on that screen. Anyway. There we go. Yeah, having something so anticlimactic like that just irks me. I have to at least get to Phase 2. I can do it. I know I can do it. You know I can do it. I know that you know that I can do it. Wow. Am I some kind of wizard or what? Am I some kind of... What am I doing? Come on, come on, come on. Phase 2. Just give me to Phase 2 one more time for the night. Just one more time for the night. I beg of you. God, I'm getting flashbacks to the first time I played this. I think I even said those exact words. I think I did. That tone of desperation. That... Oh, come on. Just one more time. Do the Mario. I would switch over to my custom Mario character here, but it's all gotta be done with Boshi. Nobody else. Not touching anybody, even for a joke. Because I don't joke around with Solgryn. I was gonna do it without mirror mode, but then I realized, you know what? No. I will never beat this boss if I even once play it without the mirror mode on. Oh my god, get me to Phase frickin' 2 right now. Otherwise, I will be enraged. And I don't want to be enraged. I don't want to be angry. I want to help people. I want everybody to be happy and healthy. I want everybody to know that I am there for them in their time of need. If ever you need a shoulder, if ever you need somebody to talk to, you can come to me and listen to me spout nonsense about wanting to bang your house. I am going... No rage. Calm yourself. Calm your mind. Visualize. If you don't frickin' visualize some peace up in this, I am going to not finish my sentences even more than I already am. Or am I? I like how I said this is gonna be my last attempt, and you're seeing like 3 more minutes on this video, and you're just like, oh, well that obviously wasn't his last attempt. Hardy, hardy, har. That's how I envision you all laughing at me. That's how everyone laughs at me. Hardy, hardy, har. I'll tell you what, Mr. Hardy Boys. Om nom 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 is what the word of the day is. Here, this is actually the last death right here. Because when I die, I'll be at 5 for 5 deaths. There you go. I will not reload. There you go. I'm done. Right there. Boom. Okay, everybody. Here. I think it's F2. Or is it F3? No, it's not that. Sorry, it was F2. There we go. So, everybody, this has been that I Want to Be the Boshi. Oh, wait, I said I wasn't going to redo this. I said I wasn't going to... Gosh darn it. I said I wasn't going to come back here, and I came back there. Gosh darn it. No. Okay, that's it for tonight, guys. Until the next time, I've been the Invisible Gunslinger, and when we come back, I will just start off on this screen fighting Solgryn again. Alright, until then, guys, next time, we're getting to Phase 3, no question. Boom! Alright, hello everybody, it is me, the Invisible Gunslinger, yet again, and I'm here. It is currently March 7th, 2014, at 1:10 a.m. Hello everybody. Now, before we get into this, I just have to say that first of all, point 1, Solgryn himself has been watching my videos. He just messaged me yesterday saying that he was unaware that I was even doing this kind of thing, and that he is now progressively getting through my videos. I think he's on part 16 right now. And, he actually reminded me of something that I completely forgot about, which is, every custom character has its own theme, like its own little, melody that you can play, and I can't even remember what button it is to push it. I think it's one of the F5, or F buttons? I can't remember, but I just have to say, I am so sorry. And I think it really would have added to this entire project if I would have remembered that. You know, how awesome would it have been to hear what the mayonnaise sound is? You know, that theme. That would have been awesome, but I'm so sorry. Nobody mentioned it to me, like... I really dropped the ball on that one, so... That's interesting. It's so funny that I made that whole speech yesterday about, like, I'm so glad that Solgryn has moved on with Boshi, and now when he sees that, he might take offense, which I'm quite sorry, Solgryn. So, anyway, I found that too hilarious not to mention. And now, this is the other thing that I was going to say, is, in my lap, right now, is a CD player. And this CD player is filled with pump-up songs that I have made custom, that I've ripped off of YouTube. And I have filled this CD... Originally, I filled it for the purpose of driving around, because I do a lot of driving, because it's like a... I don't know, 15-minute commute over to my school, and 15 minutes back, and I have like 2 or 3 classes. No, I think it's 4 classes a week, so that's like, I don't even know how much time on the road, so I need a lot of music to pump me up, because sometimes I come off of recording videos like this, I've only gotten like 3 hours of sleep, and I need something to keep me awake, or else I'll plow into a tree. So this music literally keeps me alive. And now I've taken that CD that I had in the car, and I have it right here in my lap, in my CD player. And I am going to be cutting... I am just going to be cutting Phase 1 to begin with. This first part right here. Because, as you can see, I can do this. I have done this. What even... Okay, here's the thing. I can do this. It is obvious that I can do this. I am not going to waste any more of your time or my time is going to be completely wasted, so I'm going to cut out Phase 1. I'm still going to be recording Phase 1, just in case, through some miracle, I manage to get through Phase 2 and 3, because I really want to have the winning run on camera, you know? I want to have it from beginning to end, even if I'm not commentating over it, even if I'm silent all the way up until Phase 3, I want it to happen. I really do. So this will be, right here, this point right here, will be the last you see of Phase 1 until it is done. When you see this phase again, it will mean that I have become the Boshi in that run. Spoiler alert. So look at the deaths right now. 555. And my total deaths is 5,996. And to keep me awake and energized, I don't have any soda in the house. I have nothing. I have zip. I have nada. So in my hand right now is Minute Maid Lemonade. and this is gonna be a bitter experience. So I'll see you guys in phase 2. Let's go, Solgryn.